What up, y'all? It's your boy, Mr. Downtown Melo, and you're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Dubai for Friday, March 2nd, 2018, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Marvel Studios, with a little help from Iron Man himself, announced Thursday it was moving up the release date of Avengers Infinity War to April 27th. The studio made the announcement on Twitter during an exchange with Robert Downey Jr., who plays Tony Stark, aka Iron Man. The Marvel Studio account asked, on a scale of 1 to infinity, how excited are you to see #Infinity War on May 4th? Downey responded, any chance I could see it earlier. Marvel then offered to let the actor see the film April 27th, but he pressures the company to let the whole world see it that day. Marvel Studios tweeted, that's a fantastic idea, done. Avengers, #Infinity War in theaters everywhere, April 27th. The studio originally planned to release the film internationally April 27th, but in the United States on May 4th. Sources told Marvel Studios and Disney told Entertainment Weekly, though, they decided to release the movie worldwide on the same day. Also appearing in the movie are a slew of superhero characters from several Marvel Studio movies, including Scarlett Johansson as Black Widow, Mark Ruffalo as the Hulk, Chris Evans as Captain America, Chris Hemsworth as Thor, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, Chadwick Boseman as Black Panther, Tom Holland as Spider-Man, Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange, Chris Pratt as Star-Lord, Zoe Saldana as Gamora, and Bradley Cooper as Rocket. Kristen Wiig is being eyed to portray DC Comics villain Cheetah in Warner Bros.' upcoming superhero sequel Wonder Woman 2. Wiig is in talks for the role, The Hollywood Reporter confirmed, as production ramps up to meet the film's planned November 1st, 2019 release date. The film, from returning director Patty Jenkins, will be set in the 1980s during the Cold War and once again will feature Gal Gadot as the titular character, Deadline reported. Wiig is best known for starring in Bridesmaids and most recently Downsizing alongside Matt Damon. The actress has never appeared in a superhero film. Cheetah, first introduced by Wonder Woman creator William Moulton Marston in 1943, is a mantle used by a variety of characters, but most famously by Dr. Barbara Ann Minerva, starring in 1987. Minerva is a wealthy anthropologist whose appearance completely changes to respond that of a cheetah during an expedition in Africa. She possesses superhuman speed and strength. The villain has appeared in a number of DC comic books, animated features, and video games, including 2017's Injustice 2. TriStar Pictures has acquired the worldwide rights to the film The Woman King, which will star Oscar-winning actresses Viola Davis and Lupita Nyong'o. The movie is based on an original story by actress Maria Bello, who is also producing the project. The synopsis reads, inspired by the true events that took place in the kingdom of Dahomey, one of the most powerful states of Africa in the 18th and 19th century, The Woman King tells the story of Nansika, a general of the all-female military unit known as the Amazons, and her daughter Nawi, who together fought the French and neighboring tribes who violated their honor, enslaved their people, and threatened to destroy everything they lived for. Hannah Mignella, the president of TriStar Pictures, says The Woman King is the powerful true story of an extraordinary mother-daughter relationship, and there's no one more extraordinary than Viola Davis and Lupita Nyong'o to bring them to life. Producer Kathy Schulman added, Black Panther just shows us how the power of imagination and lore can reveal a world without gender and racial stereotype. Woman King will tell one of the history's greatest forgotten stories from the real world in which we live, where an army of African warrior women staved off slavery, colonialism, and intertribal warfare to unify a nation. Chris Hemsworth is reportedly in talks for a Men in Black spin-off movie. The 34-year-old Australian actor is in early negotiations to star in the new Sony film, according to Variety. Hemsworth would play a new agent in the movie, which is slated for a release May 17, 2019. Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones, who starred in Men in Black in 1997 and its two sequels, will not reprise their roles in the film. The Ali Reporter says Sony hopes to assemble a diverse ensemble cast. The studio is reportedly eyeing a white male, a female of color, and an older man to play the three lead roles. Strata Compton and Fate of the Furious director F. Gary Gray is in talks to helm the film, which is described as a global adventure. Matt Holloway and Art Markram wrote the script, with Steven Spielberg to return as executive producer. The original Men in Black is based on the comic book The Men in Black, which was initially published published by Aircell Comics. The company was later bought by Malibu Comics, which itself was purchased by Marvel Comics. Hemsworth is known for playing Thor in Thor Ragnarok and other movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He will next reprise the role in Avengers Infinity War, which opens in theaters May 4th. Filmmaker Kevin Smith announced to his followers on Twitter that he has returned home from the hospital after suffering from a massive heart attack. Smith said Wednesday, alongside a selfie of himself, home again, jiggity jig. Home is where the heart is, and the heart is feeling good. He says it's actually got more blood flow and oxygen than it has in a long time, so I am alert, to say the least. Thank you for all the kind words, folks, from Vegetarian Kevin, Day 2. He continued referencing to the starting a new diet following the heart attack. Smith was hospitalized Sunday after performing a new stand-up special, Kevin Hart Live, at the Alex Theater in Glendale, California. He had completed one of 2 planned shows before he began feeling sick and decided to call an ambulance. Smith said Tuesday in a video where he updated fans on his health from the hospital, I didn't piece together I was having a heart attack. Even when I was sitting there going like my chest is heavy and stuff, and even though my father died at the age of 67 from a massive heart attack. Smith also thanked Chris Pratt and sending him prayers on Twitter after learning of the heart attack, an act that would criticize by some who say prayers would not be able to help the director, similar to how social media users have told politicians that praying is not enough in the wake of mass shootings. Smith said, please don't fight over stuff like that. It's a waste of time, whether you're religious or not. Somebody saying, I'll pray for you is like a good intention. It's very nice. Gina Rodriguez will be guest starring in an upcoming episode of Fox's Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where the comedy returns to wrap up its 5th season in the spring. The Jane the Virgin star is slated to appear in one episode, Entertainment Weekly reported. Series star Terry Crews previously announced her involvement when he posted a now-deleted Instagram photo featuring Rodriguez on set alongside Stephanie Beatrice. Rodriguez's role is being kept under wraps. However, Brooklyn Nine-Nine executive producer Dan Gore previously stated that the actress would be perfect to portray a love interest for Beatrice's Rosa Diaz after the character came out as bisexual. Rodriguez responded to Gore's comments on Twitter in January, saying, can I get an audition at Brooklyn Nine-Nine Fox? Apply lip gloss and pucker lips. I am Stephanie Beats. You know I'm ready. And on the sidelines like Go Rosa, go. This is star Sterling K. Brown is also set to guest star on Brooklyn Nine-Nine's 5th season. Bachelorette alum Ali Fedotowsky is pregnant with the baby boy. The season 6 star announced her unborn baby's sex in an Instagram post Wednesday after confirming in November that she's expecting her second child with husband Kevin Mano. Fedotowsky already shares 19-month-old daughter Molly Sullivan with Mano. She posted a photo of herself, Mano, Molly, and pet dog Owen surrounded by blue balloons. The star captioned the picture, "Oh boy, Kevin, Molly, Owen, and I are excited to share that we are expecting a little boy," at Ashley Burns Photography. Fedotowsky also posted an adorable video of Molly sharing the news. The toddler says, "Hi, guess what? I'm going to have a baby brother. Yes, I'm so happy," in the clip before clapping her hands. Fedotowsky said in her pregnancy announcement in November that she's due to give birth in May. She wrote at the time, and just like that, life became a whole lot sweeter. #BabyMano, #May 2018. Fedotowsky competed on The Bachelor Season 14 before starring The Bachelorette in 2010. She married Mano in March 2017 after welcoming Molly in July 2016. Jennifer Lawrence auditioned for the blockbuster fantasy film Twilight. The 27-year-old actress said on a Wednesday episode of The Howard Stern Show that she tried out for the 2008 movie before Kristen Stewart and Robert Pattinson were ultimately cast. Lawrence said of the film, "I didn't really know what it was," which is based on the Stephanie Meyer novel of the same name. She explained, when you audition, when you're like a run-of-the-mill actor auditioning for all sorts of things, you just get like 5 pages and then they're like, act a monkey. When it came out, I was like, hot damn, wow. Lawrence denied she was jealous of Stewart, who played Bella Swan in the box office smash. She told host Howard Stern the one role she was devastated to lose was Alice in Tim Burton's adaptation of Alice in Wonderland. The star said of losing the part to Mia Wasikowska, "The only thing that really killed me, like the only time I've ever been truly devastated by losing an audition, was Tim Burton's Alice in Wonderland. That one devastated me." She lauded Wasikowska. "She was perfect and amazing. I couldn't have had a British accent." Lawrence previously told The Hollywood Reporter that she lost her role to Olive Pendergast in the 2010 film Easy A to friend and actress Emma Stone. She instead was cast in the Hunger Games movies, which catapulted her to stardom. Amy Schumer is giving fans a glimpse of her sweet wedding vows. The 36-year-old actress and comedian shared a video Wednesday on Instagram from her February 13 nuptials to chef Chris Fischer. She captioned the post, "Thank you at Jeff and Molly Weddings for this beautiful video, and the Get Down Boys for the dope rendition of Rainbow Connection, and my friends and my fan, my husband." The video opens with a beautiful shot of the Malibu, California coastline before showing Schumer and Fischer at the altar. The couple hold back tears as they voice their love for each other. Fischer says, "I love you, Amy. You bring happiness and joy to every part of my life. You're the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love you with every piece of my heart." Schumer answers, "People are wondering why the rush, why so fast? And it's because I truly cannot wait another second to be your wife. I love you." Schumer announced her marriage February 15th after secretly tying a knot with Fischer. She said on Monday's episode of You Up with Nikki Glazer podcast that she wed Fischer quickly out of love. The star said, "Part of the thing that's good about us getting married so quickly is that we're so in love. Every girl I know, if they get proposed to, they're like, oh, now that I can't have kids." Schumer was first linked to Fischer in November following her split from Ben Hannish. She will next star in the movie I Feel Pretty, which opens in theaters April 27th. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle have extended a wedding invitation to 2,600 members of the public who will be able to attend the May 19th event inside the grounds of Windsor Castle, Kensington Palace, announced Friday. The guests will be able to view the arrival of Harry and Markle and their wedding guests at the St. George's Chapel, along with the carriage's procession as it departs from the castle. Kensington Palace said in the statement, the 2,600 members of the public will consist of 1,200 nominated by 9 regional Lord Lieutenant offices from throughout the UK, from a wide range of ages and backgrounds, including young people who have served their communities, 200 from charities and organizations Harry and Markle have worked with, 100 pupils from the Royal School and St. George's School, 610 Windsor Castle community members, and 530 members of the royal household and crowned estate. Prince Harry and Markle got engaged in November after more than a year of dating. The wedding will begin at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on May 19th. Sarah Wayne Callies, Shawn Doyle, Michael Sanks, and Camille Sullivan are set to star in the miniseries Unspeakable. The fact-based 8-part drama is about the tainted blood scandal of the 1980s, which is regarded as one of the largest medical disasters in Canadian history. The miniseries is scheduled to begin filming this spring. It will be broadcast on the CBC in Canada and Sundance TV in the United States. Robert C. Cooper, the show's creator and executive producer, said in a statement, "First and foremost, this series is about the emotional impact this tragedy had. I couldn't be more thrilled to have such incredibly talented people committed to bringing our lead characters to life." The program is based on the nonfiction book Bad Blood by Vic Parsons and The Gift of Death by Andre Picard, as well as on Cooper's first-hand experience having contracted hepatitis C from tainted blood. Donald Glover was surprised Wednesday on The Late Show by the young Girl Scout who went viral singing his song Redbone in order to help sell Girl Scout cookies. Glover said to host Stephen Colbert about the song that appears on his third studio album, Awaken My Love, under his rapper son Childish Gambino, "I never was like, I'll make this, and then one day a little girl will sell Girl Scout cookies to it." The Girl Scout's name, Charity, then greeted the actor and musician and gave him a form to fill out which Girl Scout cookies he would like to buy. Glover, noticing that Charity needed to sell 113 boxes of cookies to meet her goal, decided to order all the ones she needed. Glover then joined Charity and her father in handing out Girl Scout cookies to the live audience. Glover also on Wednesday made a rare appearance on Twitter to announce the 3 new Pharaohs show in New Zealand that are set to take place between November 23rd and 25th. The tweet takes users to his Pharaohs mobile page where fans can purchase tickets starting at $149. The page reads, "Experience new music." Glover previously used his Pharaohs show to perform music from Awakens My Love 3 months before the album was released. The new shows in New Zealand hint that the 34-year-old might be releasing a new album. Katy Perry is spending time with ex-boyfriend Orlando Bloom in Prague. The 33-year-old American singer was spotted with the 41-year-old British actor Wednesday in the Czech Republic amid reconciliation rumors, according to Page 6. Bloom is in filming the Amazon series Carnival Row in Prague. Us Weekly reported Perry and Bloom enjoyed lunch at the Savoy restaurant before heading out for some sightseeing. Sources said the pair visited Prague Castle, Golden Lane, and Strakovov Monastery. An insider says after lunch, the two left for the Prague Castle to see the monumental St. Victus Cathedral. They saw Golden Lane, which is still a castle in Prague. Then they had a car take them to the Strakovov Monastery, where there is a fantastic library. Us Weekly has said that Wednesday that Perry and Bloom are seeing each other again and hooking up when they can. The pair intend to stay out of the spotlight as they rebuild their relationship, according to Entertainment Tonight. A source says the time they spend together alone is a way for them to build a new healthy relationship that is not under the eyes of their fans and the world. They both live their very busy lives and have carefully made a plan to give their love a second chance. An insider added Kate was so depressed when they broke up, even though it was mutual. She did a lot of soul searching and she feels she is ready for a relationship. Perry and Bloom split in February 2017 after a year of dating. The pair sparked reconciliation rumors in August after they were spotted getting close at an Ed Sheeran concert in Los Angeles. Chris Stapleton leads the pack of 2018 ACM Awards nominee. The 39-year-old singer is up for 8 awards at the Academy of Country Music Awards, which will take place April 15th at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas, according to a press release. Stapleton will compete with Thomas Rhett, Keith Urban, Jason Aldean, and Chris Young for Male Vocalist of the Year. His other nominations include Entertainer of the Year and Album of the Year From a Room, Volume 1. Rhett and Urban follow Stapleton with 6 and 5 nominations, respectively. Urban, who is up for Entertainer of the Year for the 8th time, celebrated his nomination in a tweet Thursday. The 50-year-old wrote, ACM's Holy Smoke, mad love to you all this morning for incredible nominations. I'm extremely grateful. KU, hashtag ACM Awards. In addition, Miranda Lambert and Maren Morris were both nominated for 4 awards, including Female Vocalist of the Year. The two will compete with Kelsey Ballerini, Reba McEntire, and Carrie Underwood for the honor. The 2018 ACM Awards will air on CBS. McEntire will host the award show for the 15th time. Meghan Trainor is back with a new music video for her latest single, No Excuses, that will appear on her upcoming 3rd studio album. The colorful clip, released Thursday, featured Trainor dancing alongside multiple clones of herself wearing 1980s-inspired clothing against pastel backgrounds. She sang on the track, "Why you act like you've never met a lady? I don't disrespect you. Don't disrespect me. Your mama raised you better than that." No Excuses is the first single released for Trainor's untitled 3rd studio album that is set for release later this year. It follows 2015's Title and 2016's Thank You. Trainor said of the album while speaking with People magazine, "It's everything I hoped for. We worked so hard on it, and I'm freaking out. I can't wait any longer for the world to hear it." 21 Pilots' 4th studio album, Blurryface, is the first album ever to have every track at least certified gold by the Recording Industry Association of America. The album, which was released in 2015, received the distinction Thursday as the project's 12-track Hometown reached the 500,000 units required to receive the RIAA gold status, Billboard reported. Blurryface has multiple platinum-selling tracks, including its biggest hit, Stress Out, which is 7 times platinum, Ride at 4 times platinum, Tear My Heart at 2 times platinum, and Heavy Dirty Soul, Fairly Local, and Lane Boy reaching platinum status. Blurryface has been able to have every song reach at least gold status due to RIAA tracking streamings to enhance sales data from platforms such as Spotify, Apple Music, and YouTube, where the album continues to be played by fans. 21 Pilots remains dominant on Spotify, where every track on Blurryface has earned at least 60 million plays. Jay-Z has been declared the wealthiest hip-hop artist for 2018 ahead of other rap moguls such as Sean Diddy Combs and Dr. Dre. Jay-Z tops the list for the first time in his career, having pushed his net worth up to $900 million the past year, up from the $810 million he was at in 2017. The 48-year-old's income comes from a variety of business ventures, including his Roc Nation record label, streaming service Tidal, and deals with Armand de Bergerac Champagne and DOC Cognac. In second place, Combs, who has dominated the list before and was named Forbes' highest-paid musician in 2017, having increased his net worth to $825 million. Dr. Dre comes in at third with $770 million. Drake and Eminem round out the top 5 list, tied with $100 million each. Dr. Dre is poised to potentially take the top spot next year due to his investment in Apple stocks. All 3 men in the top 3 represent the richest American musicians of any genre. And now let's take a look at what happened on this date in entertainment history. On this date in 1978, grave robbers steal Charlie Chaplin's body. In one of history's most famous cases of body snatching, two men steal the corpse of the revered film actor Sir Charles Chaplin from a cemetery in the Swiss village of the Courcelles-Vivier, located in the hills above Lake Geneva near Lausanne, Switzerland, on this date in 1978. A comic actor who was perhaps most famous for his alter ego, the Little Tramp, Chaplin was also a respected filmmaker whose career spanned Hollywood's silent film era and the momentous transition of talkies in the late 1920s. Chaplin died on Christmas Day 1977 at the age of 88. 2 months later, his body was stolen from the Swiss cemetery, sparking a police investigation and a hunt for the culprits. After Chaplin's widow, Ona, received a ransom demand of some $600,000, police began monitoring her phone and watching 200 phone kiosks in the region. Una had refused to pay the ransom, saying that her husband would have thought the demand ridiculous. The callers later made threats against her two youngest children. Una Chaplin was Charles' fourth wife after Mildred Harris, Lita Gray, and Paulette Gillard, and the daughter of the playwright Eugene O'Neill. She and Chaplin married in 1943 when she was 18 and he was 54. They had 8 children together. The family had settled in Switzerland in 1952 after the controversial Chaplin, whom his enemies accused of being a communist sympathizer, learned he would be denied a re-entry visa to the United States en route to the London premiere of his film Limelight. After 5 weeks' investigation, police arrested 2 auto mechanics, Roman Wardas of Poland and Gechancho Genev of Bulgaria, who on May 17th led them to Chaplin's body, which they had buried in a cornfield about 1 mile from the Chaplin's family home in Kosice. That December, Wardos and Genev were convicted of grave robbing and attempted extortion. Political refugees from Eastern Europe, Wardos and Genev, apparently stole Chaplin's body in an attempt to solve their financial difficulties. Wardos, identified as the mastermind of the plot, was sentenced to 4.5 years of hard labor. As he told it, he was inspired by a similar crime that he had read about in an Italian newspaper. Genev was given an 18-month suspended sentence as he was believed to have limited responsibility for the crime. As for Chaplin, his family reburied his body in a concrete grave to prevent future theft attempts. And as your entertainment report for Friday, March 2nd, 2018, I'm your host, Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back on Monday to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. On Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.